A very good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start with this topic, business risk. So we'll learn about this topic today. So let's see what is the business risk involved about. Risk is the possibility of suffering a loss or possibility of not earning enough profits or profitability of earning inadequate or very low profit. That is what business risk is all about. Now see, if everything is going on as you expected, and if everything is smooth, your business is earning a lot of profit, there is no risk that you people are involved into. But future is not in your hands, is it? No, you cannot control what is happening in future, but you can just manage your business accordingly. Now for example, no one would have ever in our wildest dream have thought of this pandemic that has affected each and every business, COVID-19. Business people had a lot of plans. They wanted to make a lot of profits in 2020. They wanted to expand their business. They had a lot of views regarding 2000, with a lot of dreams in 2020 which they would have liked to accomplish. But because of this uncertainty, because of this situation that has come up, COVID-19, which is beyond everyone's control, has affected a lot of businesses, and the businesses have been shut down. They are not earning enough profits. This is what business risk is all about. Future is uncertain. What is going to happen in future, no one knows. We do try to find out what is going to happen in future, and we try to make our plans accordingly. But will that happen what we thought? There is no surety about it. If we think that okay, tomorrow we are going to do this, tomorrow we are going to do this, okay, the future is not in your hands. You are not God. So whatever we are planning, and if things do not go according to our plans, if future is not as what we thought, then there is a huge risk we are going to suffer and will be exposed to. So this is what business risk is all about. Possibility of inadequate profit or even losses due to uncertainty or unexpected events that happen in future. Now see, there are two types of risk a businessman is involved with: speculative and pure risk. Now speculative risk is such risk where there is a possibility to earn profit and there is a possibility to suffer loss. Both gain and profit are there. Like for example, we thought that in 2020 the demand for our product is going to rise and we are going to gain. But if that situation does not happen or your demand does not increase, then you may suffer a loss. So there is a possibility of both gain as well as loss. But there are certain risks we are associated with which are known as pure risk, where there is no gain. There is either loss or no loss. For example, possibility of having a theft in the organization or possibility of a fire in the organization. Now if fire is there, you will suffer a loss, and if fire is not there, you will not suffer a loss. If theft occurs, takes place, there is a loss that you will have to suffer. If it is not there, there is no loss that you will have to suffer. So pure risk are those risks where either you will suffer a loss or there will be no loss, but there is no possibility of making a profit out of it. But in speculative risk, there is both a possibility of earning gain as well as a possibility of loss. So these are the two types of risk. Now let us see what is the nature of risk. Number one, it arises due to uncertainty. Now if I say I have a time machine and I know what is going to happen in future with certainty 100%. Okay, I know tomorrow what is going to happen when this lockdown is going to be over. I know, and I know the exact date and time. Then I can make my plans accordingly. I can make my business plans accordingly, and definitely I'll succeed in market. But do we know what is going to happen in future? No. Future is uncertain. We can only predict what is going to happen in future, but we are not certain what is going to happen in future. Now no one knew about the COVID-19 situation that is going to affect our economy so badly that every business is suffering these days. And your parents also, if they are in business, talk to them about the situation and how is this situation going to hamper their business and how is this situation going to affect each and every business organization. You can just do your research on this topic. So business risk always arise due to uncertainty in market. We do plan according to future. We predict future, but what is going to happen in future, no one knows. So if your predictions goes wrong, then definitely you are going to suffer a risk. Then risk is essential part of every business. This we have already done in characteristics of business. Risk is there whether low or high. Some businesses are very high risk. They are involved with high risk. Some business there are less risk, but risk is essential part of business. It is always there. It can be minimized, but it cannot be eliminated. We cannot have a business where there is zero risk. Then the degree of risk depend upon the nature and size of business. Now, what is the size? Now, if you are having a small grocery shop, your loss will be very small because you have invested say 2 lakh rupees as capital, so your loss can be maximum 2 lakh. But if you have a large grocery store where you have invested 50 lakh rupees, then your loss will also can be of 50 lakh. So you are, when you are doing business, the more capital that you will involve into, the more the bigger the size of an organization, the larger will be the risk you will be exposed to. And similarly, it also depends on the nature of business. Now, the business, there are certain businesses where the risk is high. For example, when we talk about fashion changes one month after the other. So if you are involved in a fashion business, or if you are involved in a business where the technology is changing rapidly, now that is going to affect your business very badly, and there your risk will be also be higher. But if you are dealing with the items where there is no such changes, the rapid changes that are there, then your risk will be low. Then profit is always the reward of risk taking. Now, what happens when you are doing business? We predict future, what is going to happen in future, and we make our business plans accordingly. Now, the more accurately you will be predicting future, more accurately you will be earning profit, and higher will be your profit. Now, if you will take risk, then your reward will also be high. If you will not take risk, there will be no reward. Like for example, say I am doing business and I am selling say mask and sanitizers. Now I want to take a risk, and I started manufacturing 1 crore masks on a on only on one prediction that this situation of COVID-19 is going to be there for next 2 or 3 months, and if I'll manufacture 1 crore mask, I'll be able to sell off in the market. Now, on this prediction, I'm ready to take risk, and I have invested my money, and I started off with the production only on this condition. Now, I have taken a risk. Now, if the situation ends up in next 20 to 30 days, then all my masks that I have manufactured will be unsold in the market, because if there is no such risk, then no one is going to take the mask. Now, if I take up a risk and the situation lasts for next 2-3 months, then I'll be able to sell all my mask and I'll earn profit. So if a businessman is not taking risk and is not manufacturing mask, he will not earn any reward. And if a business is taking risk, has invested money, so his profits will also be higher. So always remember, higher the risk, greater will be the profit in business. Always, if you will involve yourself in higher risk, like in mutual funds, when you will invest in mutual funds, your risk is higher, and though are your profits. Now let us see what are the causes of the risk. We have 4 different causes. Number one are natural causes, that are natural calamities, you can say, which are beyond everyone's control. No one has any control on this. You can only plan your activities if such things occurs, and you will have to suffer a loss. Like for example, natural calamity like flood, earthquake. Now these are beyond your control. So if your business is suffering any loss due to these natural calamities, then you can only minimize it by taking an insurance policy. So this is one cause, which is the God's cause. Then the other cause is human causes. Now you too are is human. Every human being at some point or the other, how skillful you are prone to make mistake. So your mistakes will have to be borne by your organization. So these are the human causes. Let us see some of the, like dishonesty. If your employee is not honest, he steals something from your organization, careless, he forgets to switch off the lights, or he forgets to turn the machine off, and your business has suffered a loss, or due to his negligence, or due to strike, or due to riots in the organization. These are the causes that are where your business is at risk because of human beings that are working in your organization. Then you have economic causes. Whatever is happening in the economy, that also can affect your business. Like for example, there is a change in demand, fashion is changing, technology is changing, government has changed one or the other policy of its own. So these are the changes that are taking place in the economy, and when these changes are there in the economy, then these economic changes are going to affect your business in the long run. Then are the if the any other cause which is not covered in the above 3 causes, it comes in the miscellaneous or the other causes. There is political disturbance in your country, peace of on the political frontier is not there. mechanical failure is there, your machine is not working, there is a power failure. COVID-19 is one such situation, fluctuation in the exchange rate which is beyond everyone's control. So all these things are going to affect business in one way or the other. So these are all the causes of business risks. So now what is business risk is clear to you all now. So it is a possibility to suffer loss or possibility of earning inadequate or less profit. So always remember, business risk can never be eliminated from your business, but it can be minimized. You can minimize it by taking the use of the auxiliary to trade. And what is that auxiliary? Insurance. So insurance always plays a very important role when, if you are having a business that is exposed to high risk, it is always advisable to take a proper insurance policy so that your risks are covered, and then only you'll be able to run business for a long duration of time. Thank you.